Yo, so I'm just starting my day and I sit down and I see this breaking news and then I go to see what it is. Kate, Princess of Wales, says she has cancer and is undergoing chemotherapy. Now, recently, especially with the Olivia Munn thing, where Olivia Munn just got cancer and she came out with the fact that she had cancer within like 12 hours of me saying that she would get cancer on a like private video in my hard drive. Um, and so, as I've been saying, that whatever authority structure is allowing people to harass and psychologically and emotionally and mentally and like psychosexually and physically abuse me in a way that people have been hiding. Like, I very clearly have been saying, if you're participating, you are going to get cancer and disease and die off in front of everybody so that people know this is wrong, that you should not be doing this to me. So the fact that, all of a sudden all these people are coming out with the fact that they have cancer should give you a hint that this is clearly and actively going on. I guess they could just be making that up. It's probably because, like, my whole point is a lot of this stuff in my reality seems to be made up. Like, people are just lying about this, that, and the other. And I'm guessing maybe, the monarchies or something have done something really wrong to me in order to extend their uh, power. But they're just a bunch of humans that didn't really have any divine right anyway. And they claim they get it from Jesus, but if they struck the guy who's on the throne of Yahweh, who Jesus put on the throne, after the seven churches of Asia, me being the one, well, the only one that I can see that's, you know, victorious by sheer nature of just, I'm the only one acknowledging it's a series of if then conditional statements, like pulling the sword out of the stone. And speaking of, Excalibur and pulling the sword out of the stone, maybe this is why, actually, because they were Charlie's Angels. I mean, were the Victoria's Secret Angels? Is that something out of England or something? Or, like, whatever it is, where women have been used in a fashion to literally poison me down. And, their sexualities have been, they're connected to me. They're like as if they're my wives. And then their sexualities have been turned into a circus in order to demean me and tear me down and abuse me. And, you know, it's wrong. And I've been saying I want it over, especially the situation with like Alessandro Ambrosio and Andrea Ambrosio, that it seems to have extended to another generation of women, and that they've taught Andrea Ambrosio, like that, there's porn or something of her, or they've been abusing her behind the scenes in order to hurt me. Whatever it is, it needs to end. Alessandra and Andrea Ambrosio, like, get your butts over here and in this. Like, this is over. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, literally, this is a cancerous situation, and people will be plagued down for, participating in what is essentially, like, what I believe people will look at as a rape. They're trying to rape away my reality, and they did it by, raping me through my wife or wives that I would be connected with. But yeah, I mean, to Princess Kate, I would suggest you come out and engage. Like, if you actually do have cancer, and I've been saying this, which I clearly have, if you don't want to die, and then there's nothing that'll save you. You don't die into anything happy. It's eternal burning torture. That's what the second death is. All these people pretending to be Christian, you don't have help there, and all the other shit's bullshit. So you don't really have help there either. Your option is engage what I'm saying, because y'all making a circus out of reality in order to extend what little power monarchs wherever had anywhere is wrong and bullshit, and you need to like make up for it. Absolutely. So similarly, whatever's going on with Alessandro Ambrosio, I want that over. You can very clearly see in the you can very clearly see in the video that I recorded yesterday, Lightning Lab 13, spectacular, as if Yahweh's angry as I'm explaining the situation, at least what I can see of it, because also, again, it seems like people are trying to prevent me from seeing what's going on exactly. But Looks like I'm doing a better job than maybe they assumed I would. So that's it. Alessandro and Andre Ambrosio, bring your butts, sit them down. You're my dogs. But like this needs to end, and like it's only gonna pick up. Like this is like people in positions of authority that shouldn't be doing this that are getting it. But like the fourth church thing is a literal, plague. There are plagues in Revelation, but there is a literal like pestilence. Um, and I would assume it has something to do with the deity known as Reshef, which is just what isn't that an anagram or something of the word seraph? So these Victoria's Secret angels, even Adriana Lima, who again forked herself specifically, like had a child with a different husband in order to like split her self in order to enact pain on me. That was like literally the whole point because these women are acting like rapists, and that's all history's gonna remember them as. And so I'm like with Alessandra Ambrosio, I'm trying to extend an olive branch because maybe not all of them are doing it. We'll see. So or maybe that's just the most extreme example in my case. So we'll see what's up. But the Victoria's Secret Angels definitely understand Seraph because I've heard Adriana Lima, and I don't think she's the brightest of them, say very specifically, called themselves "We're the Seraphim," and I have the clip of it. So I mean, here, let me even pull it up. Let me see what this is called real fast. In my, actually,
Hi, we are the Seraphim.
Sup.
Hi, we are the Seraphim.
No, you're a rapist, but you can call yourself this all you want. All it has done is proven that you know what I'm talking about. There would be otherwise no reason for them to say it. So, being that they're women whose sexuality is being used in like venomous, poisonous, literally rapist and abusive fashion against me for, I'm innocent in this. This is why Yahweh is taking such action as he is. So, I mean, actually, to any and all of these women, like Taylor Hill, do you want to be seen as a rapist, right? I don't even know who this is, but Adriana Lima just is a rapist. So I don't know. I would say if I was Taylor Hill, I would speak out about this because like some of the other angels are about to get your ass in more trouble than it's worth. But I guess my whole point is that it seems like a lot of people have been playing part in this, and Yahweh will deal with Adriana Lima. She wants to call herself Lava Girl and think that she's like that this is just a boxing thing. Well, like trust me, it isn't. This is burning torture forever is not something to fuck around with. And you letting men use you as like rape vehicles in order to abuse me specifically, but like the masses, it's not happening. At least not anymore. It seems like the people that would have been allowing it, right? The monarchy, the monarchies, because these are a bunch of sovereigns around the world that have lost their fucking mind essentially, and so they've been doing this type of shit, and wealthy business people and stuff. But we're wrapping that up, and if you're doing stuff like that, it's your end. So, and I'm gonna say this: no medical team, like they can heal, they could fix your cancer now, and Yahweh can just give you cancer again. So there's an impetus on you to stop being evil if you want, healing. That's the idea. Is biblically healing's given out for free. Um, so I mean, some of it is there's an onus on you to not be such a shitty person. And I don't mean like go do a photo op shitty person or whatever. I mean like just in actuality, you have a lot of power and authority and you don't use it well. So, I mean, real power and authority, that seems to be the stuff that I do regarding like lightning and earthquakes and volcanoes and stuff. But I mean like earthly power and authority. The kind that Satan has in the Bible, but not the type that Yahweh, God, and Jesus have, where the world listens to them. Because the idea of Satan is he's someone who's using world empire that's snaked away like legal and whatever authority, using mentalism and tricks and wizardry and sorcery, drugs. So like how about we engage this rationally? Because I'm tired of it. I'll say this: a good way to pacify my anger to some degree. Bring me Alessandra and Anja Ambrosio. They're my dogs. I mean, they're being used very specifically in a fashion. They're either my friends or they're being used in a way to look like they're friendly, and then they're being used psychologically, abusively, emotionally, and it has been for quite a long time now and years. And I have enough evidence of a pattern that has been going on. If people are trying to call bullshit, that even in whatever place this is where people are just willing to lie on the face of things and lie whatever, like you have to be just ignoring reality. If I can show out a pattern over that time that they are very clearly trying to at least communicate at me without responding, well, I'm forcing a response. It's either you're gonna what has happened with Kate is going to happen with Alessandra Ambrosio's family, her friends, her family, like her children, disease, sickness, a terrible evil, right? Or they're friendly and they're gonna come and engage me face to face, and we're gonna talk and sort things out that way. I've been extremely reasonable. I'm being extremely reasonable. This is really wrong, and the fact that it's gone on this long is really wrong. So yeah. Okay, well that's it. I don't think Kate will be the last. This does not seem to be something that people want to end because, again, it's a situation that they're using to snake away power for themselves. But Yahweh's ending it, so I would suggest you stop because, infinite torture and, even to just people who, if you don't believe in infinite torture, which if you don't believe, I will force it. You know what I mean? Like I will, someone will figure it out, right? And it will be me. You get it? That's the whole point of why it is. And then Yahweh already figured out they don't believe in Yahweh, but I'm gonna make sure you understand. I would do that. So and then I would suggest if you don't want more people getting sick like what's happening with Kate and Olivia Munn, stop playing this game of abuse around me. It's done. It was done a while ago, but I've just proven out over like 7 years how done it is and that there's no going back. It's like set in stone. Now, you can receive grace that you do not deserve. That's the idea of, the Bible. That's the idea of Jesus. Am I the king of England now? Seems like I'm the king of the world, actually, if I'm the one on the throne of Jesus and Yahweh. So how about you just come in and engage me properly? And importantly, bring me Alessandra and Anja Ambrosio, and they're my dogs now, or, actually engage me reasonably on these things that I'm saying and stop trying to pretend that I'm crazy. People would not be getting cancer like this over and over if I was crazy. So, all right, that's it. Bring me Alessandra and Anja. Bring your butts. My dogs. All right, anyway, later. Have a blessed one. Yeah.